You're watching the Arcane Series cEDH Webcam Tournament. This is the round one of our April Arcane Series. We do house these tournaments monthly on our Discord. You can register for all of them at topdeck.gg all the way through the end of the year. Highly recommend you attend these tournaments if you can. They're an awesome chance to play with some cool people, meet some new friends, and sling some cards in a safe virtual environment. Stay tuned for round one.
And our first pod here, we've got a Yuriko, we got Sisay, we got Tymna Malcolm, we got a Prossh old school, bringing the heat. You jumped in here. We are already into. Looks like we're going into Yuriko's turn two. He had a pretty hot start. Played the new Ingenious Prodigy from one of the new sets we got in here. So he's got himself two little creatures that can slide in and drop in as Yuriko. Uh, Esper Tymna Malcolm already has his Esper Sentinel out, so we got some mana dorks on the other side of the table there. So everybody is poised for some early game action. I think obviously what we're going to see right here is we're going to see let's see, Ornithopters attack in, the Ingenious Prodigies attack in. So he cast that Ingenious Prodigy on turn one where X was one, and he took that +1/+1 counter off of it at the beginning of his upkeep, and he drew a card. So already getting some value from that. So it's cool to see some of the new cards drop in the set. This one's from the Wilds of Eldraine. So yeah, he's swinging in, and it looks like he's swapping Yuriko for the Ingenious Prodigy, and looks like maybe Run is taking the damage. We know he's probably playing some Adnaz variant there with Tymna Malcolm. Usually runs Adnaz. Oh no, looks like yep. It looks like he took the damage. Flipped over. Didn't see what that flip was. Looks like it was a 3-drop. And Droopy here on Sisay. He's playing out Sisay, getting himself set up and ready to go here. One of the things I was saying earlier, this is big. I mean, I know obviously Dockside is one of the cards that Sisay wants to always have. Wouldn't be a huge Dockside right here if you got it, but um, it's always a threat for Sisay because he goes for the infinite treasure lines. Right. Well, looks like Prossh resolving his own demonic tutor, shuffling his deck back up, and we're back on to Tymna Malcolm. I think it's is that Biscuit? Is that Run? It's BC we got here. He's dropping his fetch land. He's picked up a couple cards off that Esper Sentinel, so he's feeling good. Yeah, it looks like Mr. Scotty Baker here from Amp Gaming. Check us out at AMP_D Gaming on YouTube and on Twitter, and obviously here on Twitch. We don't do a lot of Twitch stuff, but here and there we're doing some live gameplay videos. But mostly all our content's on YouTube, cEDH. We just did a little guest spot on Tabletop Jocks playing the new precons uh, from from the new set, the Wild West Outlaws at Thunder Junction. That was pretty fun. We got a video coming out here pretty soon where we're going to be playing those precon commanders tuned up for cEDH. See how those do. So it looks like, let's see what Biscuit's got going on here. He's got a Soul Ring, the classic. Ramping out better late than never. Probably is he gonna follow that up? Nope, not gonna follow it up with the Malcolm. He's holding up for interaction. Everybody else has got a lot of stuff going. I know he'd probably like to play that Malcolm down, but looks like he got a little bit slower start compared to everybody else, so he's just sitting back. And oh my gosh, the new terror, the roaming throne, coming in there for Yuriko. It's gonna double up all those triggers. Looks like McLift is gonna respond to that. Oh, maybe Droopy had to step away for a second. He's considering their options here. That's big. Oh no, that roaming throne just went through. Looks like we got a Yuriko coming in. I'm guessing come over at McLift because he's all tapped out. Anybody's passing? Looks like we got a couple Yuriko triggers coming up here. That's Mystic Remora and a command tower. Small hits. Small hits, but that's okay. I think Yuriko still likes to see that. Fortunately, can't drop that Mystic Remora right now because he tapped out for that roaming throne. And if Sisay went and got that dockside, he's got himself a couple more. Yep, he sure did. He got himself that soul ring and that roaming throne coming in. I think Biscuits is going to be. Yep, looks like everybody's doing the count. Looks like that dockside's going to resolve. Not sure if Damien playing that roaming throne and tapping himself out was the best move there. I feel like he might want to left some mana open and maybe kept some interaction. Looks like we're going. Oh, Emil. There it is. There's the Emil. He just had it. So he did that demonic tutor last turn. So obviously he had one piece in his hand and he just oh, looks like okay. This looks like Biscuit's got something here. Oh, he's doing okay. Well, that's Archivist of Agma, so he's gonna get some cards on the search when Droopy does the search. I don't know if that is gonna be good enough to cut it. He might draw into. I don't know what he's gonna draw into. That's gonna help the situation here. Looks like he's presenting a flicker of the dockside, and that's gonna net him 4 or 5 treasures, and that is enough to present infinite treasures, and then he gets all the goodies that Sisay has to offer. I'm guessing on this first search, he's going to get himself a Teferi. The 3-drop Teferi. It's got that silence effect stapled on, and that pretty much seals it up right there. Nope, he went past the Teferi, so maybe he's getting the other one. There's the green-white one from Lost Caverns. Name escapes me. It's early. That one's got a silence effect. Oh no, okay, he's going for Oath of Nissa. All right. I guess he's getting his legendary permanent count up so that he can get the cards he wants right. So he only has 1 legendary. 2 with Emil. So it looks like a mere formality at this point. Yeah, like I was saying, I don't know what Yuriko had in hand. Maybe that was the point of the roaming throne, that he was hoping to dig for answers. But be interesting to see what he had in hand, because I think we wanted to hold open some interaction there. It's just so explosive. Once it gets that dockside, it pretty much just takes the game.
That Kinnan is just the icing on the cake, making all those mana double there.
Yeah, Yeah. I mean, he's got infinite treasures, so I don't know. I guess. Oh, I see. He's just got to climb up the ladder as
Netting
far as
enough mana.
legendary. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Having legendary colors that has access to. Yeah. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep. Prossh got his dock side. We didn't get to see what Yuriko had. Well, that was a quick one. Um, that was Sisay.
That was. I wish I got to see a little bit more from Prossh, because that's a deck that hasn't been seen very often. I mean, I think Prossh kind of was one of those cEDH commanders that we saw a lot of probably 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, and then as other
Hmm.
commanders
Hmm.
like Tezzeret came online and Corvold came online, Prossh kind of fell off really because there were just more efficient commanders that did similar things in the Jund colors. So I would have liked to see more from Prossh, but not.
Yeah. I feel like Corvold is really living in that space of Prossh. It's just it's I mean the the difference between sacrificing a permanent and getting a +1/+0 and sacrificing a permanent and drawing a card is huge. I think yeah, I think Corvold is just a much better commander. But hey, you're playing those Jund colors. You have access to dockside, and you can do some dockside loops with pulling it out of the graveyard, and so get infinite treasures and win either way. Doesn't really matter what your outlet is, I guess.
That is true. There's multiple ways to make that big mana, and once you have the outlet, it doesn't really change anything.
Yeah. Well, I've seen some spicy Corvold lists, and just being able to get out Corvold and sack some treasures, and every time you sack a treasure, you draw a card. It's pretty ridiculous. Hard to hard to compete with that. But yeah. It would have been nice to see a little bit of that, but Sisay taking the round. So well,
Very
thanks
nice. That
everybody
was a
who's
very quick. Well, maybe not so quick. I mean, it was about a 20-minute game, so that was pretty
yeah.
good. That was good to see in that 20 minutes. And feel free to check out all of our socials. We are on most social media networks. Check out some of our content. Stop by the Amped Gaming YouTube channel if you get a chance to.
Hmm.
Mr. Scotty Baker's from there, and they make some great content. A lot of cEDH games, a lot of spicy.
Yeah, drop it in the chat
Make sure you
here.
guys give them a check them out. Give them a follow, or not follow, subscribe. A lot of great content from them. They just did the pre-con game with the Outlaws of Thunder Junction, which is kind of fun. I think Outlaws of Thunder Junction might be my new favorite set for a little while.
Yeah, there's some.
All right, we're gonna take a short break, but stay tuned in your break. Check out lots of our different content out there. Our other two pods will be wrapping up here soon. Our tournament is structured to go to a second round after this one, so there will be one more round, and then we are going right into the top 4 players after that. So it's going to be a pretty quick, brisk-paced tournament today. So stick around. We've got lots more action coming, and we shall return in just a little bit. But check out that content in between. Give us a follow, subscribe, check out Amped Gaming's content. Lots of things to view in your downtime. So we shall return.